biggest terrorist organization is the United States of America's military.
Okay.
And I think before we start pointing fingers at anybody else, we should really look at ourselves.
I live in New York, so do we live...
Totally looks like a white colonizer, that girl, yeah? And she just said that the real terrorist organization is the American army. You can see the American flags right behind Kosha, yeah? She just called the American army the terrorist organization. Get the hell out of America, young lady. If you don't support it, get the hell out. Yeah? Capish? Why? Today we're watching more pro-Palestine protesters knowing absolutely nothing. And that should become a section because these videos perform incredibly well for some reason. Today we're watching Kosha Dillz, met him in New York, great guy, interviewing people on college campuses about Israel-Palestine, and their answers will shock you. Before we get to the video, please don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're almost at 80,000 subscribers. And of course, if you want to support me financially, you can do so through Buy Me Coffee or Patreon. Let's watch the video.
I'm from Socialist Revolution, just the U.S. section of the International Marxist Tendency. Well, we stand wholeheartedly with Palestine and the Palestinian people. We believe they have every right to resist. They're occupiers, they're colonizers.
What would be the solution to the conflict in Gaza?
Yeah. Okay. Well, from here in the U.S., our job is basically to overthrow the U.S. ruling class through a socialist revolution because they give tons of military aid to Israel, and that keeps Israel strong. And not just the U.S., right? Britain, Germany, France, right? So in the West, our job is basically to fight against our ruling classes and establish governments that are not helpful to Israel. Then in the middle,
So should we overthrow the Gazan government since it's Hamas?
yes, we should.
What would you say for the people that come here that are pro-Hamas?
Yeah. I'd say that obviously
He's not prepared. Yeah. I did not come prepared for this.
I understand where they're coming from, right? The Palestinians are being brutalized so bad, and Hamas is right now the only person like fighting, the only organization fighting back.
They want to kill all Jews. It's in their charter.
It was removed from their charter, but at one point, yes, it was.
I mean, they just did that the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was removed from their charter, but they just did it again. Yeah. Good point.
No, he's completely justified for saying what he's saying.
To go back to Germany, he said they go back to Germany. Let's ask everyone what their favorite chant is. Aye.
So when they say Ali, 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 that means raise, raise, raise. And then Ali, Adam, and Thoda, Ali, raise the flag of the revolution.
We're calling for a ceasefire because people are.
But they're screaming Intifada revolution. It's a different. It's two different things.
And that's what we have to say, so we can get what we need to be heard. Then we have to do that.
She doesn't know what Intifada means. She does not. Intifada revolution means violent revolution against the West. It's not only against the Jews. So when they tell you Intifada revolution, it means they want to globalize the Intifada. They want to globalize the violence. And you and me are the target. So don't be chanting these things with them. Capiche?
My experience of anti-Israel protests in Israel is rockets.
Right.
If I was there, I'd rather be kidnapped by Hamas than Israel.
You'd rather be kidnapped by Hamas?
Yes. They would treat me so much better. They rape women in Israel. They rape the women prisoners.
Oh. Enough internet for today. Why is she so stupid?
Do you believe that Israeli women have been raped?
No,
You don't.
I don't.
You know that Iran funds all the stuff? Hamas, Hezbollah? I mean, they're the one. They don't get that money?
Do you have documented sources that this is true?
Like Hamas doesn't get that money. Where do you think Hamas gets money from?
So, what money? We're trying to raise funds. We're trying to send them funds.
You trying to send?
We're trying to send funds to Gaza. They deserve it.
That's not Hamas. It's a separate thing. Hamas is a terrorist organization that runs Gaza.
A terrorist organization.
Yeah. Where are you guys from?
We're from Youngstown, Ohio.
OH.
IO!
All right. Do you guys think Hamas is a terrorist organization?
They are a political organization.
She's a treat!
Certain countries such as Canada, the UK, the United States recognize them as terrorist organizations, but I think that one man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter.
I think the biggest terrorist.
She's for sure the top of her class, and she was told what to say, and she is just repeating it like a parrot. They're not a terrorist organization because they were blah, 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 blah. It sounds like she doesn't even know what it is. Like she was just told what to say, or she read what to say, and she's just repeating it, but she doesn't know.
This organization is the United States of America's military.
Okay.
And I think before we start pointing fingers at anybody else, we should really look at ourselves.
I live in New York, so do we live?
Totally looks like a white colonizer, that girl, yeah? And she just said that the real terrorist organization is the American army. The same, you can see the American flags right behind Kosha, yeah? She just called the American army the terrorist organization. Get the hell out of America, young lady. If you don't support it, get the hell out. Yeah? Capiche? Capiche.
Do we live on stolen land here too?
Yeah, we do.
It's sad that either was completed or
People
is
look
in
at
the
me.
works.
What's your favorite like Palestinian saying? Like from the river to the sea, Palestine would be?
Free.
What would happen to all the Israelis when?
They would use their second citizenship to whatever country they immigrated from, and they would go back.
But not everyone in Israel has second citizenship.
But everyone came from somebody that came from some heritage outside of the Middle East.
She doesn't look like a Native American. Why is she in America? She should probably leave. And she just admitted that they live on stolen land. So why don't you go back to the European country you came from? You certainly don't look like a woman from a tribe. Bye-bye.
Like Yemen?
Like Yemen, yes, exactly.
So
Like
Jews could
Yemen,
go
like
back there?
Ethiopia, like where,
All the Jews could go back to Ethiopia?
not all of the Jews can go back to one specific place.
Well, Ethiopian Jews.
Wherever they came from.
What about Libyan Jews?
Okay, they can go back to.
Go back to Libya,
They
right?
could stay in Palestine if they honor it as Palestinian territory.
Do you feel bad about what happened on October 7th?
So I can condemn any act of violence that harms people, and I just would like to acknowledge the fact that context is important.
Right.
So condemn it. Don't talk to me about context. Don't deflect. Condemn it. Let's see if she condemns it.
And when
Because they killed a bunch of people, like 1,400 people in one day. It's the largest killing since the Holocaust.
what?
It's the largest killing of Jews.
Oh,
The largest killing of Jews since the Holocaust.
Since the Holocaust, yeah. Okay.
So you still want them to go back to Yemen, Jordan, like Lebanon, Syria?
Hard educating.
Where's the condemnation? Why is she not condemning it? She just heard a shocking fact. Why is she not condemning?
So we're just following a rhetoric that's been in a family that's completely immoral and inhumane, but nobody wants to educate themselves. And I think if people picked up their phones and typed things into Google, we would have a different society.
We'd have a much larger.
Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it. Have a safe trip to Youngstown.
Wow. These girls are ignorant. It's unbelievable. That girl at the end that said that all Israelis should go back to where they came from. I already have 3 generations in Israel. Where do you want me to go? And it's funny, like you go out and you chant against ethnic cleansing and all these things, yet you just called for the ethnic cleansing of the Israeli Jews who live in Israel. That's very double standard and I don't like it. And you shouldn't like it either. Kosha Dillz makes great content. You should watch his videos. His content changed a little bit since these videos because they were filmed about, I think, a year ago. If you want to watch more of his stuff, look up Kosha Dillz on Instagram, YouTube. He's a great rapper. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you again in the next video. Yalla, bye.